Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I said this before, lately, and I will keep saying it. Why? Because all the evidence are supporting my statement, which is, or my conclusion, my preponderance of evidence to support my allegations that those guys want to get the Europeans in a war, in a hot war. And that is some Europeans against Russia, Europeans as well. And those guys who want to get them involved are not Europeans. And I'm not talking about Americans. Now, what's going on over here? I've been saying probably for the past almost 3 weeks, when I reached the conclusion, based on the evidence provided to me by media, that these guys are very high on the mountain slope model, which is preparing the baboons to accept the fact that they will be fighting in Ukraine for those interests. I know. My people say, well, that's very panicking piece of news, Emil. Well, I'm not like those guys that you can find on internet, for instance, who for the past 2 years, almost a half, they were parroting and they were telling and yelling, Ukraine lost. It's the last day of Ukraine. The Russians delivered the final blow and all that for 2 years and a half. I know a few who every day they come with the same shit and nothing happened yet. Nothing happened. Nevertheless, what happened? Here, for the past, I would say 3 weeks, I made videos where I claimed that the West plans war against Russia and Europe, where I said the West in hot war with Russia very soon, when I said US and European Union, Russia will be in a hot conventional war. That's at least from the 21st of April 2024. Because the data, the events, the information we're given get to that point. Those guys are getting the baboons' brains ready. The baboons don't know it. Now let me show you who's going to be the first. Here. Business Insider. May 3rd, 2024, a NATO country, I will disclose it's France, says it could join Ukraine's war with Russia if two conditions are met. What are the two conditions? I will tell you. One that could be achieved today or met, one condition, and the other one, again, could be met today. So if the Ukrainians today, those two conditions could be met today for France to join the war against Russia. Now, there are some problems here. I will give you the two conditions in a second. There are some problems. We have a society, unfortunately, a young society, or at least it's prevalent in the young, meaning up to 35 years old. If you're over 40 and you're still doing this, I don't know, motherfuckers, what are you doing with your lives? Who live their lives or stay alive by playing games, video games, or watching movies. Now that is a virtual reality, as you probably know, right? That's not living your life. This is a virtual reality. Whereas like when you were a child, and maybe you were lucky, your mom telling you a story before you go to bed. That's exactly what is watching movies or playing games. Because you play games, let's say you were a Navy SEAL over there or a Green Beret, and you die, but then you get a new life and you start over. When in real life, that's not the case. They don't know that. They think that the war against Russia is going to be just a video game. It's going to be a Rambo movie, or who the fuck knows, a Captain America or something garbage like that. Marvel movies, garbage. Hollywood creating fairy tales for adults with child brains. So, the reality is, if France, in this case, if France sends troops to Ukraine to fight the Russians, do you think the Russians, this is their plan, do you think the Russians will be contained, or they will contain themselves to kill them only in Ukraine? And why would they? They don't take into consideration that the Russians might hit Paris. Not necessarily kill them over there where you are involved. You come from France to Ukraine. Who says that I cannot come to you? You came to me, to my neighborhood. These guys, the French, the idiots in charge of France, they think that they will fight during the work days, and on weekend they just go home and play video games and whatever, fuck each other in the ass or something. That's what they think. They think it's just gonna be like, I don't know, I'm gonna pack, come home, and yeah, man, I'm a foreign legionnaire here, man. They die too. So let me show you the two conditions could be met today. One artificially created, which is gonna be the next, we're gonna fulfill the second condition. Here it is. French President Emmanuel Macron discussed the Ukraine war with The Economist. He said France could send troops if requested by Ukraine, could be done today, in response to a Russian breakthrough. So if the Russians, right, if the Russians break through the defense lines and the Ukrainian government calls on France troops, they will consider sending troops. Now, what if I want NATO troops to be involved? Let's say I'm Zelensky Stein, and I say, well, how about I want France and I want all Europe fight for me and for my people? And those are not the Ukrainians. What if this says, you know what, let's create a problem and then we ask for help. And the French will say, well, the two conditions were fulfilled. One, the Russians broke the front, maybe with our help, Zelensky Stein's and other people's help. The guy's in charge of Ukraine. I think the order is gone. And that's the first condition is met. And the second one, Zelensky Stein has to tell, I don't know, his buddy foreign minister of France, hey, Shalom, we need help. And then that guy's gonna go to lame duck, what's his name, Macron, and say, Macron, what's going on, man? Don't be an you gotta help. And Macron is gonna say, yeah, we're gonna go. And they're gonna go. Now, the baboons don't understand the point these guys reached in the mountain slope model is pretty high. They're not high like that kind of high. High towards dangerous. Maybe 2 more steps, 2 more moves, and it's checkmate. 2 more moves for them. They don't know. They think, I'm going to play right now. Yeah, a new life. I bought a gun. I bought another energy. This is the mentality. Do you know what the fuck war is? I don't think they really know. I don't think they really know what war is. Yeah, they might have an idea. Yeah, movies and all that. Get these motherfuckers, patrol them a few, move them around the front line in Ukraine, and then ask them if they want to go to war. Do this. Like you have this spoiled youth in America and teenagers who, I want this, I want that, I don't have the Coca-Cola, it's not cold enough, this is not good enough. Take those motherfuckers, send them to countries where life is real, not a pampered society. US society is an easy society to make it. Easy. Send them in a real society where they have to fight for everything they got. And then let them over there stay for about a year if they survive, and then bring them back. I'm guaranteeing you they're gonna kiss the ground of the United States of America. They will be the biggest patriots of this country. But no, spoiled motherfuckers. The same with honey, I'm playing now games. I'm watching The View. I'm busy right now. This is the level. Imbeciles. So, let me show you read the last line here. His remarks about French soldiers defending Ukraine are among the most hawkish by a Western leader. Mountain slope model. They start, or you can see it in every time the West sent some weapons. They escalated the number and the quality of the weapons. When they sent the javelins, you remember? Opa, don't destroy this, Emil. Destroy it. When they sent a javelin, the same. It was a low-rank, former retired something, general, colonel, and he said, well, maybe we could send, I don't know, I think. Why? He was not liable for anything. He was just a private person saying something. That was the first step. The next one, it was, I don't know, someone who was in mass media, in a debate. How they have a panel over there, and they say, well, maybe we can do this. Now it's already on a TV. Someone with, some followers over there. And then they will have a politician. Well, it wouldn't be, that's the next step, would be something not wrong. Maybe we could think about it. Then it's going to be the White House saying, definitely not. We're never going to send anything over there. There's going to be an escalation. No, we're not gonna send F-16s. We're not gonna send Abram tanks. We're not gonna send how do you call not Marder Germans, Bradleys. No. We're not gonna send Bradley. We're not gonna send a Patriot. We're not gonna send HIMARS. I'm going down, chronologically back. We're not gonna send HIMARS. We're not gonna send howitzers, and we're not gonna send juveniles. No, we're not gonna send it. Each and every time the White House said no, out of the question. And then after that it was, maybe the White House is considering that. And then you have the Pentagon saying, yeah, maybe they could do this. And everybody's like, can we? That's already to the hour 23rd of the day, or how you want to look at it. The 24th is, yeah, we're going to send it. The decision has been made a long time ago. When that first imbecile came in, the first one, the former, or the ex-something, military usually, comes and says retired, says this, the decision has been made already, maybe a month ago, before that, wherever. And they have to work the baboon's little nerve to get them distracted and get them used to, we're going to go to war. Yeah, I'm going to go to war. I got a new life here. I'm fucking them up. Yeah, man, yeah. Oh, fuck off like these guys. Oh, my favorite best basketball or baseball team won. We won. What did you win, motherfucker? Some entertainment. That's all you won. It was not you winning. It was those guys in the field. Are you in the field? Remember that speech made by Teddy Roosevelt, the man in the arena? I totally urge you to listen to that one. The man in the arena. He made a speech, short. It's about maybe 3-4 minutes. It's fantastic. I love that. A little speech, the man in the arena, Teddy Roosevelt. Go and check it out on YouTube. And that's what, people can tell you, but they don't try. Oh, do this, do this. Oh, no, they always criticize everybody else who's over there. You motherfucker, go over there. No. We're just going to criticize. Take them over there. War is serious stuff. It's not a computer game. It's not a TV show or a YouTube channel. So, yeah, these guys are getting you ready. The next thing is going to be the Russians break the front. With the help of the NATO, said, okay, push back. Right, let them break the front or make up shit. It don't have to be real. They make up shit. See, they broke the front. We're in dire straits here. Money for nothing and chicks for free. Okay, so in dire straits here is bad stuff. And then the Zelensky Stein is gonna ask, we need help. And then Macron is gonna get you motherfuckers to fight for them. You don't think so? You don't know the human nature. Or if you don't know, you don't want to believe in it. Sometimes, when someone did to me in the past something I couldn't believe, really? Yes, really. You can't believe, even if you know it's true, it's hard to internalize it as a reality of life. Reality, you can't believe. I don't know, let's say you were cheated by the love of your life, let's say. You never believed that could be possible, let's say. And then what did you do? That happened. But you can't internalize it. You can't accept it. You live in a denial. These guys, First World War, Second World War, mostly how the United States was dragged in the First World War and the Second World War should play, and the Great Britain, especially in the First World War, they won it anyway. The way they were dragged in the war in Europe and they destroyed themselves, the way they did it by the same kind of criminals. The same guys. And who died? Not they. Human people like you and I, we died. Our parents, our grandparents, our great-grandparents, those were the guys who died. For what? For some people's schemes. Wait for it. They're getting there. I said I'm 98% certain. I'm 99% certain. These guys are going to go that way. They're going to go that way. And the plan was made a long time ago. Maybe in 2008. Maybe it was made in maybe 2003, about that time, not in 1991. They thought they had Russia by the balls until Putin came. And when they realized 2000, 2001, 2003, that Putin is a bad motherfucker, this guy is going to be a pain in the ass. Get ready. And after the Munich speech of Putin, oy vey, we can't accept that. And Putin took care of all those guys that, all the Zelensky Steins that right now want to do something in Russia and they're doing here. That's the bad guy. He can't stay in power. And they tried. They tried. Thank you very much for being with me again today. So remember, 2 conditions that could be met today. They announced the Russians broke the front 3 days ago, and Zelensky, we need help. And then is Macron who said, yeah, we consider it, well. But Russia will not, this is what these guys think, Russia will contain itself just to hit them in Ukraine, not Paris. I know there are some French with big balls thinking they were not there. Really? I thought Putin was mad, was a madman, a crazy man. That means he's irrational. Now, which one is it, motherfucker? Thank you very much for being with me again today. So irritated is furious, because I see where things are going in the direction. And do you see any demonstrations? Yeah, not where it needs to be. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.